Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Well, welcome. How are you? Happy Monday. Man, am I happy that the weekend is over because, wow, did it go on too long. Welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed. Yes, Jeff Fisher sitting in for Pat today. We know that he told us that he was going on some excursion beyond the border. I'm pretty sure that he's down in Mexico looking for...
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Boy.
He's looking for that exactly.
Avocados from Mexico.
Thank you. Whoa.
Jeez.
Yes, that's what he's looking for.
Okay. Honestly, if Trump is incredibly successful, let's just say the wall gets built within the next week or so, Pat Gray may not be able to return to this country, and you could be here for a while.
What a shame that would be.
And I would say...
I would be bummed.
I know how you did the whole, I just, that weekend was too long.
Too long. It's too long.
Actually, it was. This is probably, like Juanita Broderick stated on Twitter, this is probably the first weekend that I actually wanted over with and wanted to get to Monday quicker.
Well, we are at day 0, finally. Does it say on the screen? Yeah, today. Today, absolutely. Day
We're less than 5 hours
0.
away.
Day 0, and it's going to be, a big day. 47th President of the United States. Ceremony's coming. Everybody's there. The world is at the banks of the Potomac. Except it's too cold, so they're all going to go inside. And so they're not really on the banks of the Potomac.
I looked at that, and we'll get into this later on. But the temperature, not so cold today. It's tomorrow that's going to get cold. And there's some theories going around that are very, very plausible as to why we're indoors, and it has nothing to do with the weather.
They keep saying no. Yeah. They keep downplaying that.
Okay.
That
25 degrees.
The weather.
25 degrees at noon. 20% chance of light snow.
I mean,
shower.
we're all in the polar vortex. As we're living it right now. I mean, it was, 25, 24 this morning here in DFW?
Get down to 20
22.
Saturday.
Yeah, there you go.
I know. There's people in International Falls. Right now it's minus 31 degrees there, and they're like, give me 20s.
Yeah. Well, move somewhere else then.
Right.
Okay, we got it. You're there. That's what happens when
That's
you're
the
there.
thing about Minnesota is that your government has been hijacked over the last couple of decades. It's a cesspool. It's just absolutely dysfunctional. And I mean, what's happening with the Speaker of the House situation in Minnesota with the surprise ballots.
He just got called out, right?
Huh?
I think they just called that out, right? And the Supreme Court said no, he couldn't do what he did.
Well, there's multiple things happening right now. With Minnesota, I mean,
I know.
So, but anyway, it's you're talking about the Speaker of the House.
I don't remember what it was. I just saw that.
Yeah. So anyway, there's
the great
two
governor,
races.
former vice presidential candidate.
So many shenanigans here with Minnesota, with the swearing them in off-site. Anyway, the thing I'm getting at is if you live in a place like International Falls and it's minus 31. Like, people like to say, I live in California because it's beautiful and all this stuff. Yeah, our politics are crazy. Minnesota, I mean, you're 31 degrees below zero and your state government sucks. I'm trying to figure out what
the land of lakes.
I see.
It's the land of
10,000 lakes. Is that what we're at?
Yeah.
What qualifies as a lake? Like, you see, like, are they stretching that definition?
I believe so, yeah, especially in today's world, yeah.
Okay. But anyway,
water, big water, ocean water.
That's what qualifies. Well, no, see, that's ocean. Yeah, that's not lakes. But that qualifies. That absolutely qualifies.
So first indoor inauguration since 1985.
Yeah, incredible.
Now that was minus 7 degrees that morning, and I think it might have gotten up to 4 by the time Reagan took the oath.
Was it 25? Was the heat wave of 25?
We're a weaker nation now. Let's put it that way. So we have video from 1985. I don't know if you want to see what that looked like, but
really with Ronald Reagan himself.
Chief Justice.
Look at this, huh?
Will now administer the oath.
History
to the president.
I'll get to it.
Right.
Ron, Nancy.
How many people you get in that room? That rotunda.
Too many.
I love that little dance.
Yeah.
Everybody had a literally 180.
Take the oath. You'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Ronald Reagan, do solemnly swear
I, Ronald Reagan, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
the 80s.
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President
I
of the
do
United
miss them.
States.
the office
you,
of
though?
President
I do.
of the United States.
I do.
And will, to the best of my ability,
Nice
Will to the
cameras.
best of my
Look
ability.
at that hair right there.
preserve, protect,
Oh, look at the
and defend
Kodak flash.
Preserve, protect,
Love that.
and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
Help me God.
So help me God.
So help me.
Congratulations, sir.
Now look, so outside you got the soldiers who are like braving the cold so they can do the 21 gun salute.
Nice. Nice.
He's like, don't leave. We got to take some pictures.
I heard a story this weekend that how pissed Jimmy Carter was because Jimmy Carter was working on the hostages.
Oh, okay.
And
Boy, flashback, huh?
he'd worked on the deal and all night, especially the night before the inauguration, and he called Reagan early in the morning to tell him what was going on, and Reagan was still sleeping. I'm taking a call. I'll talk to you later. I'm so sorry. And Jimmy Carter was pissed, and then the hostage deal didn't happen until after the inauguration. So Reagan took it all. Jimmy was a little upset. It's a pretty interesting story. I also heard that they were running down some of the history of inaugurations. That the first televised one, the first one on radio. Clinton was the first one streamed.
Oh, wow.
On the internet in '97, and I thought,
oh, wow.
Really? Okay.
That's
I don't remember that.
I bet the quality was good.
Oh.
I've listened to a concert online.
Half the people are still trying to have it load as we speak.
Seriously. It was so tinny. I listened to Connell's House of Blues 1996, 7, and it was just so tinny. It was like, why am I doing this? But it was a novelty back then.
Yeah.
If we did it today, we'd be like, this is crap.
Right.
I'm not wasting my time.
That's why album sales are back up, because I miss the sound of vinyl. Okay. All right. No problem. I don't really, but okay. I mean, I spent a lifetime listening to vinyl. I'm glad that we don't have to anymore, but people want to all the time.
So do you think that they're inside because of the weather?
I think that plays into their hand. Yeah, really well. We saw there was footage of the Trump motorcade where they were saying they had the drone stoppers on the top of the cars.
Interesting.
And I thought, well, that is interesting. I don't even know if we have that. I may have sent that.
Drone stoppers. I didn't know that. Well, speaking of the drones, I appreciate Pathead Toasty Mitts sending me. It was a Substack from a guy, Colonel John. And I just want to read a couple sentences from this, and then you say you have the video of this thing?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
So he just says, I'm disappointed the inauguration is going to be inside, but there's an upside to this. The DJI drone company, the largest maker of consumer-grade drones, a Chinese company, hint, hint, just dropped its geofencing of its drones. It means you can fly your drone over the White House, the Capitol, a nuclear missile base, wherever you want to. It's a free country. You can run your drone into a firefighting aircraft, just like what happened in Los Angeles. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, the one firefighting plane, the one that picks up water. Canada sent, I think, two.
Okay, and a drone ran into it?
One of them got hit with.
Holy crap! He goes, well, do you remember the August 2018 drone raid on President Maduro of Venezuela? So he's given an outdoor speech.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead and play this, please, clip 2. And you've got drones approaching
Recuperación económica.
with explosives. Oh gosh! Look at security.
Y necesitamos.
So anyway, these were drones with explosives. And again, based on this geofencing information, these Chinese drones now, you don't have to look at this.
We didn't see that kind of security for Donald Trump in Pennsylvania, I'll tell you that.
Amen. Or on a golf course where, remember the Secret Service agent shot, it was either 5 times from 6 feet or 6 times from 5 feet. I can't remember.
We don't know what it was.
It's one or the
right?
other. I can't remember. Flip a coin. And missed all of those shots.
Yeah, this motorcade, Cut 33 we do have, yes?
So they've got drone.
Okay. Yeah, this has the anti-drone jammers.
Okay.
On the top of the vehicles. And this was reported as it being Trump's motorcade.
That's
so I'm
interesting.
Very interesting. And we don't need, look, there's more cars driving.
I want to see this when it goes by here. Hang on. What? So it's I've lost my glasses. Awesome. They were on this table yesterday.
It's just a black stick coming out of the car.
It's
interesting. Yes.
It's an SUV. And it has
four wheels.
Four wheels.
With a black stick sticking out.
And it's got a pole.
Yeah, like
coming
a pole.
out of the roof.
Huh.
Yeah, a short pole.
Not long enough to dance on, but
it depends on how tall you are. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, I find that fascinating that they have that now. That leads into your theory of why they're moving things inside.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them, and I feel like it's a good excuse to say that it's really cold, and it's also a good excuse to not show your hand. Say we know what you're doing. We know that this is going to happen. You're trying to do this against us. It's just like, it's too cold. We're going to move it inside. And so,
okay,
yeah, I know.
I want him safe. I want the man
too.
safe. Period. I don't care if it's inside, outside. Just make sure he's safe. I was holding my breath with that rally last night. I'm glad that was indoors. Just the more times that Trump is indoors, the better.
I would hope, to be honest, that he is already the president. We've already done the deal behind the scenes, and the inauguration stuff today is just a formality. And he's already president. We've already signed a bunch of executive orders. He was up till 4 signing executive orders so that he could at least wave for a couple hours this afternoon without signing executive orders, and we're good to go. And Joe Biden technically is no longer president of the United States.
You know what? Actually, do we have the picture of the Department of Energy? They've already changed the wall, the fixtures there. Look at this. Do we have the tweet? Okay, so that's the Department of Energy, but we have a problem here. What are those portraits there? Can we? Okay, that's not what I was promised. Okay, I was promised this was the new Donald Trump portrait right here.
Yeah, that's supposed to be right.
Okay,
that's the one that's supposed to be their portrait.
So I appreciate the sentiment that you wanted to get it done before the weekend, so you have to.
I don't think it's true. That's why I don't believe that.
Really?
But that was tweeted from someone who said they were inside the Department of Energy, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I sent in.
So that's what you're saying is.
I'm believing that is from Photoshop. That's what I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the picture's a Senate picture from Vance, and then it's a first-term picture for Trump.
Right.
And I was like, okay, guys,
not real.
Do better.
Yeah, do better.
Yeah, do better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see. That's the Senate. That's not his arms folded.
Yeah, that's not his arm folded. Yeah. So they're both wrong.
Yeah. Well, we have to fix that.
Okay, there you go. Not real.
You have till 12:01 to fix that.
Did you see? And I know we're talking about the inauguration, and I have my USA Bible.
Okay.
Lee Greenwood
good
Bible,
for you.
And I have my Donald Trump, Donald Duck, here on the desk. Donald Duck. Get it?
I see.
Get it?
No, I got it.
Yeah.
I think we all got it.
Come on now.
Now, so I've got Chris's.
I'm ready to celebrate.
The Trumpinator over here.
Nice.
Hanging out.
I can barely see Chris Cruz from this.
What's going on in there, Chris?
From this. If you give the shot, there it is. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
And I got my little flags. Little American flags.
That's awesome.
Right here.
Oh, look, all the pictures look like a T.
Yeah, it looks like a T.
I didn't figure it out.
See what you did there. Boy, it's a shame that Pat isn't here to celebrate with us.
That's awesome. Well,
because he would enjoy this. I think.
he did leave us a song though.
He left us a song.
He left us a song.
Oh, is that right?
So I don't know. It's like, hey, I'm not going to be here.
Okay.
Throws us a pity song. Throws us a pity song.
I see. Because all the Pat heads were on Twitter saying, looking forward to that song Monday.
All right, well then, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
I am not here right now. I am not here. Now, see, that's the truth. I am not here.
Donald Trump is president. Donald Trump is our new president. He's the new White House president. Good riddance, Joe Biden.
most I could do on short notice.
On short notice? I mean, we knew November 5th before we went to bed.
Quite some time. We could probably...
I mean, look, the creative process I don't want to get in the way of. You're only going to get that kind of lyrical genius from one.
So there you go.
Gray.
There you go. We do have it. We'll play it again for you. If you missed this, because I want to be sure that everyone gets it. But there you have the happy days are here again.
That's why Donald Trump is president. Donald Trump is the new White House president. And Donald Trump is president. Good riddance, Joe Biden.
Again, short notice.
What are you gonna do?
Am not here.
You keep saying short notice, but again, you had 2.5 months.
Well, there was vacation.
Really
right?
wasn't
He
short
took
notice.
off for vacation.
Oh,
Right.
Which one?
That's all I cared about. Which one? We didn't know which one.
True. Which one?
Because even if you're on vacation, you can't think of lyrics.
No, you can't think about President Trump returning.
That's just silly. That is just silly. So we have it all begins around 11:30 Eastern today. Obviously 10:30 Central. So you'll hear some. We've got Blaze people. Installed all over the bank of the Potomac for you there.
Is that still happening?
Covering. Yeah.
At -17?
It's not. It's like
We're out there.
Well, is Glenn going to be out there at -17?
That's what they say.
And I heard Stu is a little bit, scared of the cold. Is he going to be out there?
No, Stu will be fine. He was
at the Eagles game.
He was certainly warm enough to go to that Eagles football game yesterday in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And by the way, Steve Baker from theblaze.com going to be joining us at the bottom of hour number 2.
Bottom of hour 2 for Steve Baker. See, that's what I'm saying. See, Steve already wants those presidential decrees signed.
Yeah, he wants to get the handcuffs off.
Yeah. I mean, so we'll see if that actually
Maybe he
happens.
needs to stop taking pictures where he's not supposed to be taking pictures.
Thank you. Thank you. I saw one picture. He was in front of a bunch of the Capitol police officers and stuff.
He was taunting.
Right?
Yeah.
He was taunting.
Yes. That's exactly
He's like,
what he was doing.
Nah, nah, nah.
So they have 20,000 ticketed guests.
Okay.
They're going to watch the ceremony from the Capital One Arena. And then that's going to be the setting for the inauguration parade.
Wait, so nobody's going to be outside?
Guess not.
On the lawn?
Yeah, they took out. That was so sad. I
They
saw
had
a
one
picture.
guy, of all the chairs.
All the chairs.
Yes.
They had them all set up, and then they're like, "Wah, wah, wah. I need you
know.
to return him back." Man, that guy, I feel
was
so
hilarious.
bad for
I mean,
that guy.
That was a hilarious line with, how'd you like to be the guy that just got
Right.
done setting up the 100,000 chairs? Hey, sorry, we don't need them.
Yeah, but hold on. That is government work right there.
That is.
well,
That's
yeah.
a good
That
point.
is 100% a
That's a good
government
point.
job.
That's a good point. So you can watch. Trump obviously said he encouraged people who could not get tickets to watch the inauguration on TV at indoor venues. Then they all threw it back to the Ronald Reagan oath. But I didn't realize the difference in temperature.
Yeah.
Back in the day. So, I mean, global warming is in effect.
Global warming.
It is in effect, yeah. Back when Reagan was in, it was 7. Now we're back up to 25. I mean, pretty soon it'll be 30.
Was that adjusted for
Inflation.
temperature?
Yeah, I don't know. It may have been.
No, remember, it was -7 in the morning, and then I
Okay.
think it was
4?
4.
Yeah, you said 4.
I had it written down.
Yeah, so have you
Yeah.
adjusted that and what today will be? What's a 4 back in the day in today's world?
Yeah. There's a lot of SUVs since
I
then.
bet if you do that, you go to 24 or 22.
You get where we're at?
Yeah, you get where we're at.
Probably.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
again,
those people that don't believe in climate change will tell you that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is going to actually be chilly up there, 13 at noon tomorrow.
Ooh.
So, but it's not, as Jeff Fisher might say, it's not tomorrow that they're
no,
doing
it
the
is
thing.
not.
So
It is
get out
not
there
tomorrow.
and get yourself inaugurated outdoors.
Hello, it's winter.
Whoa, easy.
Thank you.
That is loud.
Unbelievable that they're surprised that it's going to be cold out. It's just amazing. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. We are carrying it all here on The Blaze. We'll be covering it from D.C. They're all there. All the muckety mucks from The Blaze are there except for
So who?
us.
Us, yeah.
And
Did you get your invite, though?
no. No, I did.
I got invited to a ball, but I had
you?
to
Nice.
buy the plane ticket, get
Oh
the
my
hotel.
gosh. Wait a minute.
And,
there you go. But you got the invitation.
But I got invited to a ball.
Hold on.
That's nice. That's pretty sweet.
Hold on. Let's rewind. You got invited to a ball by the Blaze?
By what?
By the Blaze?
By the Blaze?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
No.
Very good.
But a friend of mine that is in the board of the ball.
Yeah.
Hey,
he was like, "Hey, you want to come over?" I'm like, "Yeah." Oh, well, you have to pay for. Okay.
Okay. Here's a trivia question for you. The first foreign leader to ever attend a U.S. inauguration is going to be Javier Milei.
That's today, right?
Yeah. How cool is that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we're just bringing him in.
He got another fun fact. He got a budget surplus for Argentina for the first time in 14 years.
And that's great.
We used to do that.
And that's great, but it's Argentina.
Thank you.
I mean, do we really care?
No,
seriously,
we don't.
No, we don't.
Where on the map is that? No one knows.
Look, we barely care about the Territorians from Puerto Rico.
Thank you.
Barely. And all these people, we want to take Greenland, and Greenland first is saying they're all good, and now the head of Greenland, whatever his title is, said,
wait, Mute? His name's Mute.
Yes, Mute.
Said that
what did Mute say?
We don't want to become part of America, but we want to have a great, very strong working relationship with America. And I'm like,
that doesn't work that way.
No.
Yeah, no. You know what? We'll tell you what we're going to be doing.
Yes.
We're the U.S. and you're Greenland. Okay.
Right.
So
where nothing is green.
You don't set the terms of the deal. You just accept them. All right.
Thank you.
No matter what the deal is.
Thank you. Whatever it is, you say,
yes,
that sounds great. Thank you. And with that, we move on. So again, while I appreciate what the Javier is doing down in Argentina, I just want you to know that I barely care.
You barely care.
Because it's Argentina. And so let's just, hey, good job. Keep it up. And I'm sure that the Argentinians are happy about it. Sure, they're all happy about it. Did you?
What?
Merrick Garland. The Attorney General of the United States.
New toy?
When he left on Friday, I think this was Friday.
It was Friday.
He left and he walks out like a king.
Yes, he does.
Every one of these people, I'll let you watch it, and then I'll tell you what I mean, it's just incredible. Merrick Garland, this guy.
What a punk. Oh, he's crying?
Yes.
This
what a
guy.
Punk ass.
I mean, he's saying goodbye. He's shaking everybody's hand. He barely knows probably half of them.
I know. Not even.
He does stop and talk to a couple of people. Just to shake their hand and give them a quick hug.
This is the most ridiculous thing. Stop it. And let's say they did this. Let's say he had no idea, which he did. But let's say he had no idea. I would say, stop the camera. Stop. We're not doing this.
Cowbell's my favorite.
Okay.
Part.
So, yeah.
I got a fever.
Then he goes out to the door.
The outside.
And he turns around, and there's people upstairs that he waves to and everything. Every one of those people should be fired.
Oh, 100%.
Well, you want to talk about the snakes in the pit?
Yeah.
That's right there.
And right before that,
oh my gosh,
he got awarded a Tommy gun.
All of those people.
What?
Yeah.
I don't want.
They gave him a Tommy gun.
I don't wish people to lose their jobs. But all those people should lose their jobs.
Is he licensed to own that Tommy gun?
Tommy gun? Did they actually give him?
They gave him a Tommy gun.
His coworkers?
No, it was the
They took it from the evidence room.
It was Christopher Ray.
They probably took it from the evidence room.
Christopher Ray gave him a Tommy gun, and then his joke was, "Is that license? Where's the ATF director? Because I don't want to break any law."
Yeah. No
exactly.
kidding.
Exactly.
It's a
not
nice
even
Tommy
funny.
gun. It's a
Douche.
nice Tommy gun too.
Yeah, it was
I
probably
bet.
taken from Al Capone 100 years ago.
Let me see if I can find a picture.
Sitting in storage, and now it's a nice museum relic.
Sure.
And they're like, nah, let's give it to
Merrick Garland.
Holy crap!
Let's give it to Merrick, and he's done such a wonderful job.
All right, now I'm pissed off.
I know.
I was supposed to be happy today.
Oh yeah,
now
it's
you're
day
pissing
zero.
me off.
That's day zero.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to hear about some of the 200 plus executive orders that are expected today? That'll put you in a good mood.
Do I?
Do you now? Declaring a national emergency on the U.S.-Mexico border, rescinding any DEI or gender-related directives from the Biden administration, designate cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
That's a big one.
Yeah, repeal rules on electric vehicles, offset limits for offshore drilling on federal land,
Okay.
Order troops to help build more infrastructure at the border. Relaunch the Remain in Mexico policy.
Okay, so let's tap the brakes on using the troops to do a little.
You're right.
Do a
I'd
little
rather them nation
work.
build overseas.
Yeah.
No, I think this is better than going overseas. Declare a national emergency related to energy. So that was from an ABC News source. A Fox News source says that Trump will fully unleash Alaskan energy, which the official described as essential to U.S. national security. The senior official told Fox News that the energy executive order deals with every single energy policy and addresses liquid natural gas, ports, fracking, pipelines, permitting, and more, while also terminating President Biden policies he said have constrained U.S. energy supply. And I don't know if you want the long 4-minute clip that you and I know we're about to break here. You and I were talking before we went on air here. We got to play a clip as it relates to freeing up liquid natural gas because, oh boy, it's criminal what government officials tried to conceal from the American public.
Well, I say we. I mean, most of us knew.
Oh, of course.
Most of us that there was no question that this guy Joe Biden was incompetent to do the job.
Yeah.
I mean, they told us they weren't going to try him for the stupid files because he couldn't stand. It wasn't capable mentally to stand trial, but he was able to be president. Come on now.
Yep.
No. Just no. Leave. Okay.
Just leave.
Get out.
4 hours, 33 minutes.
So here's your tummy gun.
Okay.
Man.
Oh, that is sweet.
Why isn't that in a museum? Why does he get that?
Like, and they make the joke about, is that legal?
I just want to know where it came from.
I want to know where it came from, too.
If that was in the supply room or in the evidence closet for 100 years or however long they've had that.
Yeah, we need to know if that's a real one or if it's a
I see the
replica.
stopper. The topper is right on the tip of the gun. It's an orange one, so it's probably be decommissioned. But that's a nice
Wait,
tummy gun.
what does it have? The orange?
Orange
Oh yeah,
tip.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're safe.
You're
safe. Yeah, it's got the orange cap.
tip.
Yeah, you're good. I mean, that's got to be just a replica, right?
I hope so.
And they think it's funny. Ha ha ha! I hope that was it's legal.
Get the director of ATF. Where is he?
Yeah, please do. Please do. That'd be great. Oh. That's these people, man. They all have to go away. And thankfully, most of them begin today, or at least began this weekend. It was, I bet you.
Replica.
Yes. Okay.
Better be.
Yeah. I'm not as angry as, it's kind of cute. I'm missing the point of giving him a Tommy gun as a gift.
What is that? What are they trying to say with that?
Yeah, I don't know what they are trying to say.
Did the FBI carry Tommy guns? Because I don't think they did back in the day. Tommy guns were like mobster guns, right?
Yeah. That's where
that's what I'm saying.
we know them from.
I know them from
and
the
they're
monster
illegal
movies.
now, so...
Well, thank you.
I just don't understand, like Jeffy
the
is saying.
significance
What
of
is the point?
What's he trying to say?
There's
Is he a
something,
mobster?
everything for them is a symbol.
Yeah.
I know.
Symbolic for something there.
And so the FBI gives the Department of Justice a replica Tommy gun. It's got to stand for something from him. And I have no idea what these criminals do. So,
there you go. You just nailed it. Criminal.
Yeah. That's very possible. Here's a Tommy gun. You could be now. You have it just like all the old time criminals. You're just like them, Merrick.
You see that Ken Paxton and the state of Texas were vindicated over the weekend with DACA being declared unlawful. So
good.
I mean, that's another win there.
Yeah, real good. I'm just looking forward to Carrie Underwood, and we got the Village People last night.
Yeah,
with Donald Trump.
We'll play that in overtime. The full 4 minute. We have that ready.
They were looking good.
They were looking great.
They were looking good. Village People. I saw Elon show up
with little X
last night. Yeah. Somebody's got to be the one to tell Elon.
Tell him what?
The richest guy in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe you leave the kid home.
No.
Maybe you leave the kid home. Somebody has to tell the richest guy on the planet. Elon, we love X and all. The kid the platform. He's got to stay. Got to stay home.
He's excited
not
according to the to the little speech he gave.
Yeah, I know.
This is for adults.
Somebody's got to tell me.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome to it, Pat Gray Unleashed. Thank you for coming along for the ride today. Pat is out gallivanting the globe. He is searching the country that is connected to the United States, just below us.
Just below us.
Yeah.
Avocados from Mexico.
He is looking for that as we speak.
Yeah, this Inauguration Day really snuck up on him.
Yeah, I know.
Because
What
you
are you
can't
gonna
see
do?
it coming from 4 years away. Or ever since
I am not here.
Yeah.
Thank you. We know that, and that's a fact. I know. You can actually. I'll do the show. You can tweet us. You can post on X for the show at Pat Unleashed. This one we have to get some before we get to the breaking news.
By all that's holy. I can't say this without cussing on the air.
So let me do this, and then I'll read you one post from RJF74.
Oh, before we get to the breaking news?
Yeah. All right, so there's breaking news, and I'll let Keith do it because we may actually have some words that we're not supposed to say.
How long? I'm serious question. How long is the delay in there? Do we know, Chris? 10 seconds? Half an hour?
10 seconds, but the problem is that the delay only goes for the radio people. So if you do curse, TV people will hear you.
There you go. That's good news. That's
good to know.
Hello. That's BlazeTV subscribers.
So BlazeTV subscriber get the raw, non-filtered, non-censored.
Yeah, you're
stream.
welcome.
You're welcome.
I'll do my best.
Today's, Blaze 47. Get you $47 off.
Just 47,
an
not
annual
Blaze
subscription,
47. Blaze47.com.
Blaze47.com.
Oh, okay.
And then promo code 47 if you want.
But if you go to blaze47.com, you don't need the promo
You
code.
don't need the promo code, yeah.
I cuss from just listening to this. Okay, what do you got on the tweets?
Okay, so Jeffy wants Trump to be outside in the cold, but his football has to be in a dome. Double standard. Okay, well, let's be clear. Let's be clear, okay, my friend? I never said that I wanted Trump indoors. I said that's what they're doing. And that's the excuse they're giving is the weather. Second, I want NFL teams in a dome.
Okay.
The games are worth too much to have. We saw it yesterday. We've seen it in the past where the weather.
Yesterday was incredible with the snow. Oh,
wasn't it though?
Both games.
Wasn't it?
So
it
much
was
fun.
great and so much fun and how it affected the games. It was great. Yet we had one of the best games where the Washington Commanders. Or Redskins, however you want to see them.
There you go.
You're never getting that back, by the way. Jaden Daniels has now cemented the Commanders as their name.
So as Zozella is my fantasy football team, I'll be building my franchise around him. That's the most important takeaway. Continue.
But I think you're going to get the Redskin logo back, but you're never going to get the name back. It's the Commanders now.
Yeah, I got it.
Anyway, so I want the NFL teams to be indoors.
I see.
And it should be illegal against the NFL law to build a new stadium. Buffalo without a dome.
I was actually
unbelievable.
I was saying over the weekend, like, I love watching football indoors, but I love watching them play when they're outdoors. It's hypocritical.
Thank you.
I got it, but whatever.
It's just agonizing. So anyway, let's differentiate that. Okay?
Final four, by the way: Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, Washington Commanders, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, it should be fun.
2 games next weekend will determine who's going to the Super Bowl.
If Jaden Daniels wins the title and then ends up at the Super Bowl, being the first rookie quarterback to take his team to the Super Bowl and win, he should just retire. Right then.
No.
Just retire.
It's the only good player I have on my team.
There's no place else you could go. You can't. I've already done it. The only thing I didn't do was get drafted number 1. I was drafted number 2.
He's so
I won
calm.
the Heisman.
He's so calm.
I'm retiring. I'm just going to sit in the booth.
Yeah.
And, tell you what these guys should have done to be me.
Okay. You want the bad breaking news?
Right,
you want to finish the tweets? What do you want to do?
No, we're good. I just wanted to set some of the records straight on the domed stadium effect. Because I know colleges, there are some that play in a dome, but they're not going to. There's too many teams and too many stadiums. And the NFL, I got that there's some big stadiums that aren't domes. But if they build a new stadium, it should be domed.
Okay, that's so Jeffy says. That's a good name for an advice column. So Jeffy says.
Oh, I like that, actually.
Yeah. Go buy the domain before somebody swoops in. All right,
so bad news.
Bad news.
Well, it's good news for some.
Ugh. We knew this day was coming, y'all. And they did. I think they specifically waited to ruin our January 20th inauguration giddiness. But pardons have been... say this, just stick to the words. Dr. Anthony Fauci.
I represent science.
Okay. We got General Milley.
That guy should be in prison for treason.
And the J6 committee.
It's weak, it's ineffective, it's bullshit.
And they have received pardons from from Joe Biden on his way out the door.
Wow. Anybody else on the list that we know of, or was it he just made sure that he threw those in? We had to get those done one last time. You're not getting any pudding until you sign these, Joe.
Oh, hold on. That's actually
the Queen, man.
That's a good setup for this clip we have. It's a long clip. Is that what you're doing? Sorry, I'm reading his mind over here.
I know.
Anyway, so I included in this clip of Mike Johnson and the revelation he made in a podcast over the weekend. I added the Alex Jones setup from his show because I think it's really important. And when we hear about bans and stuff like that, I think there's a tendency to think, oh, that just affects big companies or big corp. They'll figure it out, whatever.
Right.
And no, because this he sets it up and where he talks about his dad. Because here in Texas. For people that maybe live in parts of the country that don't understand, it's like there is natural gas all over the place. Yeah. We're drilling, and so you have these tanks, and you kind of lease out your land to a company. They come and they take the natural gas, and they send you money. And it's the income for a lot of elderly people. And so that's the setup here for Alex Jones, as he talks about when Biden instituted a natural gas export ban.
I mean, it's oil and then gas.
Wow, Alex has got to lay
billions a day into the economy to the people. The extracting of it, the delivery, the people that get the money. It's one of the things where it's decentralized. There are hundreds of thousands of people making money off oil and gas. A lot of them just have a little well, make maybe $30,000 a year off of it. My dad's got a couple gas wells. Gets like $100,000 a year on his ranch. They're little, but that's a big deal for retirees and people.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Cut all that off. And again, he didn't even know it and then reversed it when he found out.
Listen to this.
That shows why they want a moron in control. This is such a scandal. This is criminal. So here's Johnson talking about it.
Stand by it, and I say this without any personal animus at all. I mean, in some ways, I actually kind of feel sorry for Joe Biden. I mean, he's in the twilight years of his life. He is not, obviously, has not been in charge for some time. And I know this by personal observation, and now the whole world knows it, and it's been very, very concerning to me over the last, year and a half since I've had this position. Can you tell us
a story when you say personal observation? What kind of thing did you see?
It's public now because the Wall Street Journal got it and put it on the front page. But January a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, I had been asked. I became Speaker in October 2023, and there were all sorts of big national security concerns and everything going on. And I started requesting a meeting with the president because I'm kind of old school. I'm a constitutional law guy. Speaker of the House should be able to talk to the president, especially in times of great national interest and calamity. But they wouldn't let me meet with him, and his staff kept giving me excuses. This went on for like 8 or 9 weeks. I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, he doesn't have time. What are you talking about? I'm second in line of the presidency. He has time. I need to talk to him. We had, I can't say the classified parts, but we had some big national concerns at the time that I was losing sleep over. Finally, I just went to the Hill Press Corps and I said, the president is not being allowed to meet with the speaker. There's a problem. So they started putting pressure on him. Long story short, they finally relented. They invited me to the White House. I show up and I realize it's actually an ambush because it's not just me and the president. It's also Kamala Harris, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem, the CIA director, everybody. And then, so I walked in the Oval and, I know what this is. They're going to hotbox the speaker on Ukraine funding. That's what it was. This is probably third week of January. we sit down, we're in the midst of it, and the whole conversation, and I'm going, we don't need to have this conversation. The president reaches over just like this. We're sitting right next to the fireplace in the Oval, and he grabs my arm and he says, the speaker and I just need a couple minutes together. Would y'all just leave us alone? And I looked up on the faces of some of the staff standing around the wall, and they're like, oh, no, he did it. So he called it. He's the commander-in-chief. So everybody leaves.
Yeah,
he and I are standing awkwardly in the middle of the Oval Office, right over the rug by that coffee table. And I said, Mr. President, thanks for the moments. This is very important. I got some big national security things I need to talk to you about that I've heard, and I think you know, and what do we do? But first, real quickly, Mr. President, can I ask you a question? I cannot answer this from my constituents in Louisiana. Sir, why did you pause LNG exports to Europe? Like, I don't understand, liquefied natural gas is in great demand by our allies. Why would you do that? Because you understand, we just talked about Ukraine. You understand you're fueling Vladimir Putin's war machine because they got to get their gas from him. And he looks at me, stunned with this, and he said, I didn't do that. And I said, Mr. President, yes, you did. It was an executive order, 3 weeks ago. And he goes, no, I didn't do that. And he's arguing with me. I said, Mr. President, respectfully, could I go out here and ask your secretary to print it out? We'll read it together. You definitely did that. And he goes, oh, you talk about natural gas. Yes, sir. He said, no, you misunderstand. He said, what I did is I signed this thing we're gonna conduct a study on the effects of LNG. I said, no, you're not, sir. You paused it. I know. I have the export terminals in my state. I talked to those people this morning. This is doing massive damage to our economy, national security. It occurred to me, Barry, he was not lying to me. He genuinely did not know what he had signed. And I walked out of that meeting with fear and loathing because I thought, we're in serious trouble. Who is running the country? I don't know who put the paper in front of him, but he didn't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm with that as well, Mike. Well, why are we hearing this now?
Yeah, from him because he's only telling us because it was in the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, they're forcing it on him. I mean, we've got. I saw another interview with another tech guy, and he's saying that he said he voted for Biden too, which is maddening. But he was at a dinner, some event with Biden, and he said that. He misunderstood what I said, or I misunderstood what he said, and Biden was pulled his tough guy, we'll take it outside to this tech guy. And the tech guy's like, I don't even talk to him. I don't like him. He doesn't like me. And I'm like, well, why are we only knowing about this now? Why are you telling us
Why didn't
now?
Mike Johnson leave that meeting, go straight to the press with the details of it, call on the 25th Amendment? Instead, we're only finding out from Johnson himself because, like he said, because it was leaked to the Wall Street Journal.
And so Barry Weiss is asking
and so everybody involved in this cover-up, I'm sure they're getting pardons too. They need to be held to account. But this is
no kidding.
This is madness. How many things do you think? And we've said this, and we were serious, by the way. We weren't joking. How many things do you think they slid over 4 years in front of Joe Biden that he had no clue on? He only got called on to that out on that one because someone that high up, Speaker of the House, had access to him.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say, are we too optimistic for Donald Trump? Because these are more examples of, well, Trump will fix it. I mean, that's where we're at. No matter what has been wrong and gone wrong over the last 4 years. Absolutely
our expectations are through the roof. Probably unfairly so, but damn it, our country is at stake, and we need a big sea change in this country just to save it.
Trump will fix it. Trump has got it. Don't worry about it, Keith. Trump has got it.
Clock starts.
It's fine.
I forgot how many hours now.
I mean, it's already started.
Right?
It's already started. Biden's taking credit for the hostage deal, but that's
did you want to see
that's
that?
a done deal. And it would have happened without Trump.
No. Biden said that he did it.
Oh,
clip 8. I mean, he made it very clear it was his deal.
The deal that I first put forward last May for the Middle East,
right? Yeah, we know.
Has finally come to fruition. The ceasefire has gone into effect in Gaza.
Okay.
And today we're seeing hostages being released. 3 Israeli women held against their will in the dark tunnels for 470 days. 4 more women will be released in 7 days. 3 additional hostages every 7 days thereafter, including at least 2 American citizens in this first phase. We pray for them and their families. They're going to be a long recovery ahead.
I can't imagine what they have been through.
Oh, my gosh. And this would not have happened without Donald Trump winning, no question. And because of twofold, right? They know that whatever deal they got from Biden is going to be a lot better than what they would have gotten with Donald Trump. And Israel knows that at least Donald Trump has their back.
Yeah.
No question. I did see where the Israeli hostages were given gift bags by Hamas.
Goodie bags, yeah.
Which I thought was nice.
Thank you for staying with us.
I thought was nice.
If you want to come back, here's a memento bag.
0 stars. Would not stay here again.
They got a photo of them in captivity. You got your own photo, a commemorative photo of Gaza itself, a certificate.
Wait, a certificate that says what?
You were officially
I don't know
hostage.
if you were a hostage. I think you got there was an
authenticity
certificate of authenticity that you are actually a hostage.
That you were a hostage, yes.
That is, while awesome, it's unbelievable.
Oh yeah, and then the young lady that they cut her 2 middle fingers.
I saw that.
Did she get those back?
I was gonna say, did they put the fingers so she can sew them back together?
Stop. Just stop.
No, that would. What do you mean? Stop! You're getting a gift bag. If they took your fingers, you're going to want them back. All right, with your certificate of authenticity, the fingers cut off just aren't enough. All right, you're right. Stop. It's just terrible. But the point is, what would happen without Donald Trump ready to take off?
Who with just an ounce of intellectual honesty doesn't realize that?
36%, right? Because 36% believes that Joe Biden did a great job.
And I don't know that I believe that, but that's the poll. Yeah. That's the polling of the 36%. So you have to believe that amount of people believe. So that's great. Just 36% of the people believe that Joe Biden is good. He needs to go away, and he's not going to. He's going to be on his "I Told You So" tour. No question.
I wonder. Will we ever see him again?
I don't know. I joked around about the "I Told You So" tour because it appears that he's fading fast, and without the anchor of being able to be covered up by the White House.
Yeah, I'm with you. I understand. Yeah, it's going to be harder and harder to hide.
Yeah.
If you're a president, he doesn't have to be Trump, but when Joe Biden passes and there's a big funeral like there was with Jimmy Carter, you go into that? I don't care if you're the sitting president or a former president.
Oh, yeah, you go.
I mean, you have to, right?
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
I mean, Michelle Obama doesn't have to, but Daddy was there.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Well, the show is. Pat is not. Pat is off gallivanting the world.
Yeah, again, because the inauguration day snuck up on him.
I know, but we do know that maybe he'll bring some home because he's out looking for
avocados from Mexico.
So maybe he'll bring some home. I'm a big fan of avocados from Mexico.
Avocados from Mexico.
You don't have all the things that I'm doing, right? I don't always have time to look up and look at your stupid finger.
Well, you might also be blocked by your.
Oh no, I can see him.
Decorations.
That's why I moved it. I moved it a little bit to the left. We can see each other.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So welcome to the show. 888-900-3393 is the phone number if you want to participate. You can always participate by using our X account at Pat Unleashed and comment there. And you can, I'll just read you this tweet, and then we absolutely need to talk about it from Lone Wolf. 2965. Okay, so does that mean there's 2,964?
I think that's how many accounts he's had to start over with.
That's possible. These 11th hour pardons. So that's an admission that they did in fact engage in criminal activity, right? Huh. You don't need a pardon if you didn't do anything wrong.
Huh.
Well, I was thinking about that, and I almost commented about that when Keith broke the good news about the pardons.
Don't.
Except they obviously will say that this, he's just making sure that Donald Trump, the evil Donald Trump, isn't going to go after them, right? For something that I don't think they did anything wrong, but they most certainly did.
I want to break this candle right now, actually. Featuring.
Now, this from Timothy Lanham. 1. Trump administration need to have all these new pardons become witnesses in a prosecution of someone, and then see if they lie because they can't invoke the Fifth.
Yeah, somebody explained this on Twitter a while back. Like, if you're called as a witness and you're compelled to testify about what you know,
right?
Then it could implicate them into something. I forget, but anyway, that's a good legal point there. Yeah,
I don't know that the judges would allow it, and ending up allow it. That would be interesting. Fun trial to witness.
I want to see some of these states step up and figure out how to charge Anthony Fauci, for example. Or maybe states go after the representatives that participated on the J6 committee as dereliction of duty or something. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, what's the pardon for the J6ers with the committee? What's that for?
I don't know.
I mean, is that everything? They can do no wrong or they have done no wrong?
Did they get the 11-year deal like Hunter did?
Yeah. Did they get the special Biden family deal? Family discount? My manager's out of town, but this goes until he comes back. 10 years.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it is.
The manager's discount.
Yeah, the manager's discount, yeah. And you can follow us, of course, on Instagram and Threads. And are we up on TikTok?
We were never been on TikTok.
Because TikTok was banned over the weekend.
That was awesome.
They shot it down. The original, then when you went to TikTok originally, it said, "We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes the takes the office." Then they redid their post that you got when you went to TikTok that just says, "We continue to create, share, and discover all the things you love, and we're trying to get to it." Then yesterday they came back. They're back.
It was a publicity stunt.
Absolutely.
It was a publicity
100%.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, you knew they were going to shut down.
Because the thing was that you don't have to shut it down.
Correct.
You just can't update it. But then TikTok went like, oh. Boom.
Correct. Mm-hmm. And so, the TikTokers, a lot of the TikTokers were a little wound up.
James Charles
he was awesome. I like him, actually. He's funny.
Oh, yeah, he's funny.
He does some great posts.
He's a pedophile, but he's funny.
I'm sorry?
Is he?
Oh, yes.
Is that true?
Well, he has groomed little boys.
Gosh.
I got to stop liking him then.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who is this?
James Charles.
He only has 38 million followers on TikTok, only about 20 million on Instagram.
Yeah, and I'm not.
So he's fine.
It's the biggest.
I didn't know that.
Wait, did you just hold on? Did you just flex that you follow who Chris is labeling a pedophile?
No, he just said he likes him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've seen his posts, a bunch of them. Yeah.
The post goes on. Lips of TikTok usually posts.
That's
post all around.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's funny.
And he does some great makeup stuff and some great bits that he does. It's awesome. He's funny. And he was the one that posted. I saw a post from him where he was just freaking out. Now I have to root for Trump. Ew.
I love that. That's how he ends it. He's like, I've got to wait for Trump.
Root for Trump. Ew.
But
hilarious.
He's right, though, because most of my friends, they don't have a TikTok to create. They have a TikTok just to watch. And they just watch it on their downtime. So they were like, Chris, what do I do in my downtime?
You can rabbit hole.
Yeah, you'll be there for an hour to 2 hours.
Yeah.
But that was what the main issue was over the weekend. What am I going to do in my downtime?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Look up.
I know.
I know.
There's an entire world.
But that
look up.
Whoever you're talking about is not alone.
Oh, no.
I mean, there are millions.
So didn't we have, first of all, I know that 911 centers got called.
Some 911 centers got called, Those people should be fined.
What would they do?
My TikTok's down. What do I do?
Like, why not? How is that an emergency?
I don't know.
Well, it is. Because they don't know how to survive.
Yeah, raise your children better, I swear. The other thing is there was a Let's see here. I'm trying to find this. There was a Republican representative in Minnesota. I'm trying to find this story. I'm pretty sure that his office was attacked.
Oh, really?
Yesterday.
By the rabid TikTokers?
Yeah, I have to find this. I saw a quick little thing on Twitter.
I don't know that I believe that, because if there's no TikTok to record a video of you storming the castle, you're not doing it.
Yes.
I guess you could become an Instagram baddie. But,
Ooh, I didn't know that's what they were called.
I don't know if they are.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they are or not.
They are. Keep it, dude.
But I don't think if they're not recording it, because they're not on YouTube and they're barely on Instagram. Dude, that's right. I send my TikTok post to my Instagram account. That's right. So I mean, they don't look at that, and for sure they're not on Threads. Let's be honest about that.
Wait, the number one platform in the world?
Is it though?
Yes.
Is it?
Why do you think Pat Gray's posted there?
Oh, okay. I apologize. You're right. The number one platform in the world, Threads.
Here we go. Man accused of starting fire at congressman's office, motivated by TikTok ban, police say. This is Wisconsin. So
what an
FYI.
idiot.
Interesting.
19-year-old. Damn you Republicans took away my TikTok. Oh, you Republicans brought it back. Thank you.
Interesting.
Did you want to play any of that Massie warning from a year ago about banning TikTok?
Well, so everybody was warning about it.
He always does. He always does.
And look, even 5 or 6 years ago, Jeff Brown from Bleeding Edge, which I've read on my show, Chewing the Fat, which you should subscribe to, about all the things that, what TikTok does behind the scenes on the app, and and nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
And really, the Instagram and Facebook and X, they all do the same thing, except that it doesn't go back to China. But I saw this big interview, a contentious interview with Rand Paul, and Rand Paul saying that it's not owned by China.
Huh?
And I was like, what?
Who was he being interviewed?
Someone on Fox.
Someone from China?
Someone on Fox. Yeah. It was on a Chinese network. Yeah.
Honestly, though, this is
the Beijing.
So the justification is the connection to China and the data that they're collecting and how they can manipulate Americans and all this stuff. Well, I got news for you. American-owned companies are manipulating Americans every day, and so it's a dangerous precedent. If you can carve it out because it's owned by a foreign entity. I mean,
but according to Rand Paul, his rant was that it's not. It's owned 20% is owned by the two guys that started it. They, of course, are Chinese, and then 20% is owned by the workers, or 10% is owned by the workers. I mean, he was giving a percentage of who owns it.
The government likes to throw around, the phrase, it's in the national interest, or it's a national security threat, or something like that.
Absolutely.
So there's always, if you give them precedent, such as this, the ability to shut down an app, then God knows what's going to come down the pike.
I know.
And we've talked about for the longest time, you don't really own your digital photos that you upload to the cloud.
Any of it.
Your library, your music, all this stuff is at the whim of whatever service
and
that you're
given them the rights, right?
Yes.
I mean, I talk about it all the time about having to say, yes, you have access to my phone. I just want to take the picture.
Yeah. So watch clip 12. See what you think. This is just an excerpt from a speech given on the House floor a year ago by Thomas Massie when this stuff was starting to take hold.
If it's just banning TikTok and ByteDance and copies of that, why does it need to be 13 pages long? And I know they say it doesn't ban it. It forces divestiture of the company. This sounds like when American companies try to do business in third world countries and a dictator says, well, you can do business here. You just got to give me your company.
Yep.
And now you can continue to do business.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
We wouldn't let another country take over Ford Motor Company for selling Ford cars in their country. Yet that's what we're wanting to do here. And again, this is a cure that is worse than the disease. Who's going to be prosecuted by this bill? Is it ByteDance or TikTok? Will they be taken to court? No. I mean, they're the target of this, but how do you elicit or effect a ban on them? By prosecuting Americans. The only way you can ban TikTok and the other companies from being here is to say what this bill says, which is we will bring civil action, the government will bring a civil action suit against you if you so much as host them here. If you have an app store that allows them to be here, you are an American or an American company and you will be the target of this bill. Those are the only people who can be pursued under this bill. And I know it's in order to go after TikTok, or so they say.
Interesting.
Well, I would just close by saying that, we're sitting here with phones made in China. We're wearing suits made in China. We drove cars here with chips that are made in China. And they're our foreign adversary. And by golly, we're going to do something about it. What are we going to do? We're going to tell Americans they can't put a piece of software on their computer.
Yeah.
They can't go to certain websites that the president designates. So I urge my colleagues to oppose this well-intentioned bill because it will have bad consequences, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Yeah, well, nobody cared and no one listened to him.
So it's the empty chamber, right? So, but it's the providers, right, that this bill would go after.
Yes.
I'm not going after TikTok.
Well, so we have We have a number of people, a number of billionaires that are trying to put together teams to buy it. Trump will, facilitate that because you know why?
How much is that?
Trump
worth?
will take care of it.
Trump will take.
We don't
how much
care
is TikTok?
Trump will take care of it. I saw Mr. Beast said, "Fine, he'll buy it. Give it to Mr. Beast. Let him buy it."
Yeah.
And the thing is, when they buy it, the algorithm will be fixed.
Yes.
So
you don't have to worry about it knowing your IP address and all the other devices on your IP address that log in, whether they have TikTok or not.
Estimates that TikTok is worth well north of $100 billion with the algorithm, and potentially up to $200 billion in a best case scenario. Without the algorithm, it's $40 to $50 billion.
And you know how much? I mean, TikTok has those. There's so many just TikTok channels that are hawking goods and selling rocks,
crystals and rocks.
That's all TikTok money, man. That's all they do. It's incredible.
And you got the e-girls dancing for you.
I love those. I love the what are they called? I talked about starting my own channel. The people that make the noises.
Oh yes.
ASMR.
Yeah. I love. There's some of them that are monster channels. I mean, they have great follows and make a lot of money from it. But we're just going to crinkle some paper now. That is awesome.
I thought you wanted to be an e-girl. I'm like, well,
no. But I was thinking about wearing like a shiny wig.
Yeah.
And doing the thing. It would be awesome. My ASMR channel. I love those people. Anyway, how much those TikTok channels make so much money. So, but once Trump takes care of it, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah, it's all good. So I will say, is Biden officially we've moved him out?
Yes and no.
He's out? Did he sleep at the White House last night?
I don't think so. Look at clip 4 because it was moving day on Saturday.
Okay,
I think
good.
It was, right? And so we had the movers there. And by the way, somebody pointed out that he's wearing a Redskins cap, this guy right here that's running the show.
Oh, yeah,
the
he
old
is.
logo. Look at that, huh? Awesome. So, all right, so they're moving stuff out. But, I mean, you could zoom in even closer. Let's look inside the White House and see what was happening.
Okay.
There. He was actually sitting at a desk when the movers came in. Audio, please.
Ready.
All right, we're going 5.
Play that again. Now listen. It goes. Play it again. Sam.
Is that real?
Of course it is.
Ready.
Okay.
Listen.
All right, we're going 5, 3.
Come on, man.
So that happened over the weekend?
Yeah, well, Ed McCrae actually found video from inside the White House. There he is coming down the stairs. Joe Biden on his way out the door. A little Tim Conway, Carol Burnett show. Look at that. I mean, you never get this kind of inside access to the White House.
No, you don't.
But here it is, Joe Biden trying to walk downstairs, and I don't think this is actually far from the truth. There's Joe Biden trying to leave. Just get the hell out, old man. Please. There he is, Joe Biden. Surprised there's not a poop stain on his pants, honestly. So that's an improvement. 3 hours and 44 minutes.
We do have actual footage, other actual.
Other
leaving a church. Yeah, right. Where's Jill?
Talk to Trump before inauguration? Do you plan to talk to Trump before inauguration?
No, it's coming up real quick. I'll see him in the inauguration.
What's your take on the TikTok?
Well, the decision's going to be made by the next president anyway, so I think it will work.
Why didn't you act earlier on the ERA?
I had to get all the facts. I contacted about every constitutional law in the world, make sure I'm making the right decision.
Do you think someone will buy TikTok? Have you spoken to hostage families?
I have. Oh, you mean the ones who are coming home now?
Yes.
I've spoken to the families, but I haven't spoken to anyone that's come home.
Can you talk about why you wanted to come to the church today?
Yeah, because they're good guys.
They're good guys.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, it's a Saturday, right?
Not trying to box you.
Go away. Just go.
I know, man.
And this whole yelling, it's. Ugh. Just walk over to him.
You can't. The press gets sequestered, half a block away.
Crap. So they're all going to be there today. All the former presidents are going to be there at the inauguration today, right? Even Barack is showing up without Michelle. And I know that over the weekend, I told you on Friday that the rumor
you
mill...
did. I thought about you when I saw this picture all weekend.
That the rumor mill is that they are on the outs and they are separated. And he posted this picture this weekend because it was Mike's birthday.
Big Mike. Happy birthday.
I've seen this was a unbelievable post because it's just I love her so much, and I was just okay, calm down. She's not coming back. And
happy birthday.
Wait, we lost her?
To the love of my life.
She's not coming back.
What do you mean?
Where's she going?
I saw so many memes.
Did you see the video of her taking her shirt?
Yes, so many memes of her taking her shirt off and everything. But the first two posts underneath that, I don't know if we saved those for the screen.
What do we got?
But they were, I got to find them now. I meant to read them because they were hilarious. The actual two posts underneath that, underneath his birthday post of "We love him so much," or "We love Michelle so much."
No, you had it right. We love him so much. Yeah, you had it. What did it say?
Did I send it separate?
I don't know. Let's see if your algorithm is the same as mine. Let me see. The first two you say?
Yeah, right underneath.
Let's see here. Mine says, libs of TikTok. The fact that you posted this picture of your wife, I didn't believe. Okay, no, that's not it.
It was all about the chef.
Oh,
it was all about the chef. It was hilarious.
Let's see. Gunther
my
Eagleman?
algorithm is about the chef.
Looks like y'all still haven't hired a replacement chef.
Yeah.
What happened to your last one? Gunther Eagleman.
There were better ones. I mean, it was all about the chef. Really funny. And then we had that, and then we find out, no, she's not coming. We're not. She's not changing her tune. She's not coming to the inauguration. Sorry. Love you. Not really. Have a nice day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got to get out of here for a moment, and we're not really going to go. You just stay right where you're at.
Yeah, we're not going to Mexico.
We're going to stay right here. Yeah, no, we are not.
No, we're staying right
that's
here.
That's where Pat is.
Avocados from Mexico.
Hopefully, it brings some back.
If you like what you hear, find more at youtube.com/Pat Gray.
Welcome to it. Pat Gray Unleashed. Pat is, he's not here today. And he'll be back sometime in the future. He is down in Mexico looking for avocados. And he had to get away. He just
Avocados from Mexico.
I'm hoping that then he brings them back.
Will he return before the end of Trump's first 100 days in office?
That I cannot answer that question. Okay. I know what he said, and he did say that he would return within that 100 days.
Okay, good to know.
I'm sketchy. I went back and looked at the Happy Birthday to the Love of My Life from Barack Obama to Michelle. And they're sitting there with their hands holding. We saw the picture of the empty plates. Yeah, that was the whole thing. The plates are empty. Guess you haven't hired a new chef. What happened to the last one? Yeah, and then the one that is for you, Keith, that I thought of you. 2 dudes, 1 picture.
Why did you think of me?
I just did. I just did. And they're telling Barack to be honest. So we do have Steve Baker coming up on the other side of the bottom of the hour. So we have... we
don't have time for the Trump.
Yeah, let's play. We have time. We can squeeze it in right now. Let's do Trump at the rally tomorrow. Cut 10. 10. It'll take us right to the bottom. Ooh.
Tomorrow at noon, the curtain closes on 4 long years of American decline, and we begin a brand new day of American strength and prosperity, dignity and pride.
Amen.
Bringing it all back.
Trump will take care of it.
Once and for all, we're going to end the reign of a failed and corrupt political establishment in Washington, a failed administration. We're not going to take it anymore.
Think about it. Send me the video of Merrick, Garland.
We're going to stop the invasion of our borders. We're going to reclaim our wealth. We're going to unlock the liquid gold that's right under our feet. Liquid gold. We're going to bring back law and order to our cities. We're going to restore patriotism to our schools, get radical left, woke ideologies the hell out of our military and out of our government.
Trump will take care of it.
We're going to make America great again.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Day 0. Today is the day. Trump will fix it. Doesn't matter what's wrong. Trump will fix it. He's there. That's why I have my Donald Duck. Yeah, I love that thing. It's a cute little thing. Ready to go.
Did you get that from the Think Tank?
Think Tank?
No.
Okay.
No, this was given to me as a gift.
Okay. Because the one at the Think Tank is missing.
Oh no!
This was given to me as a gift.
From whom?
Okay.
From whom?
I hate that. I don't want to break any.
Oh.
Okay. So someone in this building.
I didn't take that from a.
Receiving stolen goods is also a crime.
Yes.
That hurts. Today's the big day.
Steve Days knows about that.
We have
Steve Baker, my bad.
Steve Baker.
We have the Glenn Beck program kicking it off immediately following this show, live from Washington, D.C., from the edge of the Potomac. Is happening, and then Blaze Media is going to have coverage from the inauguration, and we'll cover it to you all. So you should become a member of Blaze TV if you're not already. Just go to there is a promo code, Blaze 47.
I thought it was just the number
just 47.
Yeah, just number 47.
Right?
Holy cow! Go to blaze47.com.
We literally
there you go.
They made it as easy as possible, and Jeff still screwed it up.
I still can't remember. So it's
Blaze
47. Those are the numbers. Blaze 47.
It's like Pat is actually here today.
Okay.
We have a guest on the line.
Oh, that's right. Steve Baker.
The criminal.
He's up there. He's part of the crowd. Yep. He's part of the team.
He better watch himself today.
So, Steve, welcome to the show. How are you? Good to talk to you. Everything okay? You all right?
Jeffy, Keith, Chris, I'm good. I'm here. I'm actually in Virginia.
You sound like you're in a tunnel, so you may actually be at the edge of the Potomac.
I'm actually looking at the frozen Potomac right now.
I knew it.
Window of the studio here, And, I'm staying safe. I'm not going into the district.
I was going to say, you better be on your best behavior for the next few hours at least.
Okay, so, Steve, now I know that we're all counting on, Trump will take care of it. He's got it. And you're counting on him, pardoning many people, you included, which we believe is going to happen. But he just pardoned the J6 committee and the police officers that were part of that testified in front of the J6 committee. How does that work? Do you have any idea yet? Do we have any idea how that's supposed to work?
Trump didn't do that. Biden did that.
Correct.
Well, I know how it works. Basically, he's doing the same thing that he did with Hunter. He is giving them a blank check for anything that they could possibly be charged with for any crimes they may have committed in the execution of their duties on that committee. So we're talking about, Liz Cheney, Benny Thompson, Kinzinger. But the worst, the thing that hits us at the Blaze, the hardest, is they also included in that round of pardons the Capitol police officers who testified before the January 6th committee.
That's what I said.
Yes, that's huge because that's our story. That was a Blaze exclusive that we broke back in the fall of 23, that Harry Dunn, who was, the famous Capitol police officer who literally, saved democracy that day, allegedly, he now has been given a pardon, apparently, by the wording of this news report that we're seeing this morning, which is kind of interesting. But I'll tell you an interesting story about that. I had an occasion to speak with his attorney a few weeks ago. His attorney is a really high-powered D.C. attorney by the name of Mark Zaid. And so I told Zaid that if Harry would go ahead and give us the names of the Department of Justice people who suborned his perjury, that we would work to make sure he didn't get prosecuted. And Harry Dunn's attorney, Mark Zaid, laughed in my face. So he must have known this was coming.
Right.
So how are you sleeping these days ahead of the inauguration of Donald Trump and hopefully positive ramifications for you and your situation being charged with J6 crimes?
I will tell you, I'm as nervous as a wedding bride right now. I mean, seriously, it is not done until it's done.
Right.
And of course, there's so much complexity to this. I technically, even though I opted to plead guilty to my, alleged crimes, the 4 nonviolent misdemeanors, knowing that these pardons were coming, I'm technically not convicted. So that was part of the gamble that I made, knowing that if I got pardoned before I was sentenced, my sentencing date is not until March 6th, that I technically went through 4 years of this crap for nothing. And then, of course, obviously the DOJ went through all of this time of investigating me and putting me through this process for nothing because it all goes away. And that was part of the gamble or the chess game that we were playing with my attorneys. But we keep hearing from everybody, from Charlie Kirk down to every news report, is that he's going to pardon the convicted misdemeanor defendants. Well, I'm not convicted yet. Does that mean I'm going to fall in the cracks? So it all depends. It all depends on the wording of this. I'm not worried about them sweeping up and cleaning up the remaining edges if a couple of people like myself are in that kind of middle ground.
But it may not happen today.
But it may not happen today. So we're waiting to see. So I've got my bottle of champagne with me. So I brought it. I do. I've got it in my backpack. I'm cracking that dude open if the wording is correct. And,
good for you, man. You know what? At least there's some almost 2 months before your situation would come to a head. So hopefully, if there are people in similar positions, identical positions as you, maybe if y'all fall through the crack with this purgatory that you're in, maybe that'll It'll come out before your day, March 6th. So I hope everything.
Yeah, and I'm confident of that. We, not only do I have a great legal team, but we are very connected to the administration. We have,
awesome.
Without naming names, we have a guy on the inside. So even if it falls in the cracks, which I don't think it's going to. I mean, look, even Charlie Kirk told Glenn the last time he was on the show with him. He said, "We're going to make sure that your guy, talking about me, gets his pardon." And so there is a list. We know that there is a list of names, and it's hundreds and hundreds of names of the misdemeanor defendants so far, and not just the misdemeanor. There's some nonviolent felons as well that will probably be pardoned in this first round. So we'll see. We'll see who's on the list.
So they moved the inauguration indoors. They used the weather as the reasoning. Are you hearing anything on the ground there that would lead you to believe there was a credible threat, or are there other reasons that just aren't being reported? Have you heard anything as to any reason other than the weather for this thing being moved indoors today?
The only thing that makes it really cold is the wind sucks. I mean, it is. I walked to the studio today from my hotel. It was about a 5-block walk, and I will tell you, 5 blocks, which took me 10 minutes to walk, I was dying.
So it's very windy, huh?
Yeah, and it's because of the wind. The wind just cuts right.
Okay.
So where are you? I know, we have the entire Blaze team there, and Glenn's there, and Stu's there, and you're there, and we're all covering the inauguration, and it begins with the Glenn Beck radio program immediately following this program. Where are you going to be for the inauguration? Are you in the rotunda? Are you in the arena? Where are you at?
I'm gonna be here in the studio with Glenn. Actually, he's going to have me on the air with him as his speech is taking place.
Okay.
So to get my reaction, especially if he drops the pardon word in his speech, because Alan Dershowitz told Glenn, just before the Christmas break, he said if he just says it, it is law. And so we're very interested to hear how he says it. And hopefully it's very well crafted.
I mean, what did he turn into, Joe Biden all of a sudden? If he just says it, it's law?
And let it be so.
Well, with regards to pardon, yes, it is. He has absolute imperial monarchical power.
Do not like it.
Boy. Okay. All right. I love that. So where you're at, I mean, are you able to binocular in?
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
hang on. Let's get back to the inauguration indoor question. Have you heard anything about credible threats, or is it strictly weather-based?
It's, right now, I have not heard anything that you guys haven't heard about that. And obviously, we have some really, really good sourcing within the intelligence community and within the DOD, and they don't see anything that is any more heightened than it normally would be. So I don't think that the Chinese or the Iranians have a fleet of drones that they're going to swarm in on top of the inauguration, either inside or outside, or the parade, or the walkthrough, or the arena, or whatever. But the bottom line, guys, is that there are technologies available right now that if somebody wanted to take him out, there are technologies to do it. But these are very expensive technologies. It would be nation states, and I don't know that China or Russia being the only two that could execute such a plan would be, doing that.
And aside from any perceivable threat to the inauguration and Donald Trump in a physical sense, and I know you have your contacts there within the administration, surely there is a lot of a big team of security that's going to go through the White House, going to go through the Naval Observatory, going to go through there and make sure that the Biden-Harris Marxist SOBs that have been running this country for the last 4 years didn't leave behind spy chips and all sorts of fun array of who knows what to destroy this administration before it even gets off the ground. That's I think, the biggest threat that we face as a nation, sadly.
Yeah, well, that is certainly going to happen, but I'm more worried about the cooties that have been left in the building there. That's the infectious germs. There's, the things that those people do in conference rooms and stuff like that. I think they need to, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. We played earlier Merrick Garland leaving. I think it was on Friday, and everyone is giving him a standing ovation and clapping and hugging and tearing up. All those people need to go. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Well, they all need to be fired. Every one of them needs to be given their pink slip.
100%. It's unbelievable.
That has to happen.
And maybe Steve, the FBI director, Ray, I guess he's still the FBI director, gave Merrick Garland a Tommy gun. It's a replica Tommy gun as a gift on his, going out the door gift, which I wasn't aware that the FBI would give Merrick the gift, but he did. What's the significance of that? I honestly, I don't know.
Was it a replica or was it just a semi-automatic? Because semi-automatic Tommy guns are legal. My dad used to own one.
Yeah, the story I have says replica.
It's just a replica. Well, it sounds to me like unless there's some history to it, like that all of the outgoing guys get that as a gift from whoever the FBI director is.
Oh,
go back and look at that.
Oh, okay.
See if that's a tradition. I don't know, but if it's not, then it's kind of a little bit of an FU,
Yeah, sure. That's what I'm saying. And they made the joke about who's that legal? Oh, we'll get the ATF in here. It's just kind of irked me a little, and I don't know the significance of it. So you're right. If it's if these dingle heads have been doing this forever, he's following whatever weird tradition they think they have to do, and they're just continuing to do it. But it's just kind of weird. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I as I said, my dad used to own a Tommy gun, and it was fun to shoot, and I enjoyed it. But it's obviously just a historical symbol. Yeah. But the symbolism, if not tradition, is definitely a middle finger.
Okay, yeah, no kidding.
How many people do you think came to D.C., and I hate to put you on the spot here, for this inauguration? Any idea? I'm just looking it up as I ask you.
Well, you know what? I will tell you this, is that I purposefully did not book my hotel room, even though I know that Blaze was paying for it. I didn't book it until yesterday, and as a result of all of the cancellations, because as soon as they announced that, because of weather, quote unquote, that they were going to move this indoors and that there were going to be hundreds of thousands of people that were not going to be able to see the actual event itself, then all of a sudden, hotel prices started plummeting.
Wow.
Like crazy. Oh, yeah. Because people were canceling, and so they started plummeting. So, now I'm in a win-win with, the Blaze accounting office right now, because everybody that's here, they all booked their rooms early at premium, what do they call it? The high-pressure pricing, and I got mine cheap.
It's called price gouging, but don't worry about it. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't matter here. It's okay.
Well, I'll tell you what the difference was. This kind of is educational. Is that the hotel that I normally stay at here in Rosslyn? It's typically on an average day. It can be anywhere from $100 to $129 a night, but because of the pricing related to the inauguration, it jumped to $731 a night. But because I waited till yesterday morning to book it, I ended up getting it for $193. So it was.
So you still paid more.
I paid more than normal,
yeah,
but certainly didn't have to pay the $700 a night premium that they were charging.
They made you feel good about, we're not charging you as much.
That's right.
Yeah, that's good of them. All right, so I appreciate it. I'm glad it's going to be a busy day for all involved, including Donald Trump. But thankfully, this day has arrived. It felt at some point that it never would arrive, and we're all very thankful that it has.
We just got to keep the man alive until noon. That's all we got to do.
Yeah.
No kidding. So we'll be listening for you throughout to the day. on Blaze TV and, of course, Glenn Beck Radio, which immediately follows this program. And let's make it to the inauguration.
Be safe, Steve, and please respect signage. Okay?
That's a good point. Because we have found that you don't respect a lot of signage.
And for that, I will send her to jail.
Oh, that's what I've heard.
See you, man. Be safe.
All right, Steve Baker, Blaze reporter, there for the inauguration for Blaze TV and the Glenn Beck program.
Obviously, we're looking forward to this the next 4 years, but
yes.
I am particularly looking forward to Donald Trump paying off what he said in this 30-second clip 11. We gotta get this. Got to get truth revealed for us. Can we please play this from last night's rally of Trump at the arena?
As a first step toward restoring transparency and accountability to government, we will also reverse the overclassification of government documents, and in the coming days, we are going to make public remaining records relating to the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy, his brother Robert Kennedy, as well as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and other topics of great public interest. It's all going to be released, Uncle Sam.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, today's a big day. We got the inauguration. We got Trump. Trump will fix it. Trump has got it. Don't worry about it. If you're worried about something, anything in the United States of America, Trump will take care of it.
So the football game tonight?
But we do have the national championship tonight, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to that. The Ohio State Buckeyes taking out the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. If I have to pick a winner, I'd like to see Notre Dame win that game, but I don't think they're going to beat Ohio State. Ohio State's too much of a machine, even though they lost to the Michigan Wolverines. Just a reminder, and they lost to Oregon. But they should have won that game, actually, the first game that they played Oregon.
Ohio State.
Yeah,
will
Ohio
win.
State's probably
29-20.
And we had the NFL playoffs, and today are the parades for MLK or the parades for Donald Trump?
Both.
What are they? Because it's MLK's birthday today. Don't expect to do any of you. I mean, government offices are closed.
Yes, they are.
That's an oversight on the federal calendar makers. To have an inauguration and a federal holiday on the same day.
Well, MLK is like the third Monday of every January, right? It just happens to fall on the day.
Yeah, one's in the Constitution, one, you can just kind of float there. So
the
I don't know. It's a thing that,
Biden believed that he just makes constitutional law now. He said over the weekend, and we have to get it. We might as well get a Joe Biden clip in before we leave.
What are you doing to us?
What do you mean? We got to get a Biden
clip. Are you talking about?
Get a Biden clip where he 32. Yeah, he makes up constitutional amendments. Yeah. We got to get him in before the end of the show because it's day 0.
3 hours left.
Today, I affirm the Equal Rights Amendment to have cleared all the necessary hurdles to be added to the U.S. Constitution.
Yeah.
The Equal Rights Amendment is the law of the land now.
I'm not.
It's the 28th Amendment to the Constitution now.
Now, I'm not a constitutional expert. I know that comes as a surprise. But can the president do that?
No, I got to see.
Can the president just say...
See the J.D. Vance tweet?
Done.
Hey, Joe, if we're doing fake stuff on the way out, can you declare Pete Rose into the Hall of Fame? See you in 2 days.
Very funny. Very funny. So JD thinks that he can't do it, calling it fake stuff. So he can't, really. It's not.
Last I checked, that's not how it works.
Okay. Good.
But last I checked. But I don't know anymore. I don't know what applies and what we follow.
Because according to Steve Baker, all the president has to do is say something.
I know.
And
that was surprising right there. I was surprised by that. I didn't know that.
Hold on. He was quoting Alan Dershowitz, who also told us that the Supreme Court and the government can compel you to take a vaccination. Okay. Yeah, Alan Dershowitz and me don't see eye to eye on a lot of legal things, but be that what
I don't need to be rude, Pat.
Thank you.
Why do you have to be rude to Alan Dershowitz?
All right. Come on now. He's the man. He's the man. Alan Dershowitz.
3 hours, 2 minutes remaining in the Marxist regime.
Day Donald Trump will officially be the 47th president of the United States of America.
And we have a special overtime, so make sure you use that.
We have a special overtime.
We do.
Then we have a very special overtime congratulating Donald Trump. And
so how would you say, get to watch that a very special overtime? If you say you're not currently a subscriber, is there a website that you could go to maybe
BlazeTV.com.
BlazeTV.com.
And
get $47 off.
Remember that Pat is not here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pat's not here.
Donald Trump is president. Donald Trump is our new president. He's the new White House resident. Good riddance, Joe Biden.
Best I could do on short notice.
I don't know why we left that in.
Yeah, why did we leave the best I could do on short notice?
Because it really was. It really wasn't that much.
No, it's been 2.5 months.
Because I want to mock him because he was not ready for that. We sent him an email the night before. Hey,
really funny.
Happy song.
Really funny.
Oh,
but
I'm sure
now he's out. He was preparing for the vacation. He just got back from it. He's preparing for this one.
Avocados from Mexico.
And he's going to hopefully bring those back to us.
I tell you, these inauguration days.
They sneak up on you.
You can't see him coming.
He thought he was just going to miss MLK. That's what he thought. He's like, it's just MLK.
They sneak up. What are you going to do? So we'll have the Glenn Beck program coming up immediately following this program with our coverage of the inauguration from the edge of the Potomac. And we all have our little Trump dolls, and we are celebrating in our own special way.
BlazeTV.com.
See you tomorrow.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.